The idea, just the thought of the fact that, like I said, I've lived in a house with no running water or electricity. I've had friends pass away in my arms. I've built my own house. I've built my own cars. I've made my own business. I'm a very firm believer in, like, you can do what you want to do, right? You know what I mean? Don't let things get you down. And, you know, there's been situations in my life where I feel like, you know, my wreck or after my wreck, the harder thing, getting off of painkillers and things like that, there's many choices that you have in life, and you can always go one direction or the other, and it's really up to you. And I was just talking about the fact that I would rather have had those experiences because it makes me so much more appreciative, and specifically with where I'm at now, you know, doing something special with music that I'm more proud of is more meaningful to me than doing, you know, something special in regards to a record that I've had to sacrifice some of my, you know, artistic choices on. And even though I love the you know, my first record, it's just not, it's not the same as this one. And so, going through all that, I said, I'd fight somebody for that. I'd fight them for the hard times. And when I said it, I was like, oh, that could be a song. So then I thought, that was going to be, originally that was going to be the title of the record. And I thought, that's a little bit too stereotyping, you know, to have blues in the name. And so I didn't do that. And Strip It Down is much more appropriate because I've stripped away, like, I've stripped away everything. Every single part of this record is 100% like, I did it. It's not like I had somebody do it. I did it. It was me who, like,
and you can tell that.
Legitimately, like,
Sounds like a concert.
like on every level. Like with the photographer, it was me and the photographer. There's no hair, no makeup, no touch-ups. There's no wardrobe. It was no crew. It was me and her. The record, I wrote it. I played it. It's real. It's not auto-tuned. It's not moved around. It's not spiced up and fixed. You know, it's real. The material is things, you know, are things that are meaningful to me. Like, I stripped away all of the layers of insulation in between me and you that I could. I mean, this is as close to me, my heart, as you can get, you know. And all that being said, it's like, bless you.
Thank you.
You know, I don't know where I was going with that, but fighting for the blues is the idea of that is just that you know, I'd fight people for the hard times, and because you realize, you know, that when you have good times, it's that much more meaningful.
Right.
And so, and Stupid Crazy is just a groovy love song that I dig, and just kind of popped into my head. And I think that's like, just recap like the whole record for you.
Yeah. Great.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, every part of it is very meaningful to me, and then I could go on for another hour about, like, musically, there are so many references to so many different things in this record that I love.
In your life, for other music.
Other music, yeah, and that, like, but that I've just that I've allowed, like, the situation allowed it to come through and to be present, and not be, you know, oh, we need to redo that because it sounds like this or it's phrasing like that, you know. And even at times where I go, should I not do it that way? I just didn't think about any of that. I just did what I would have done if I was here right now.
That's why it's so good.
It is. That's what I feel, you know, and everyone
Realize
has
that there
listened
was more
to it.
music like that. There's not a lot of that available to people these days.
You're exactly right. I mean, it gets so watered down by the time it gets to you. You know, so sometimes when I listen to, like, a writer or something play a song, I'm like, that's what it's supposed to be.
Or you feel like the other way, like, oh, that's not really them.
Yeah, well, when you hear it in its original state by somebody that doesn't have anything to gain from, like, it being right, then you hear the truth, you feel it, you know, and that's what I've heard with people, you know, in regards to this record. I mean, people that like country, people that like rock, people that like blues, people that like folk, Americana. I've passed it around, and so far everybody likes it, and I'm going. For me, it's weird because I've always hated my own voice, and I wish, there's two things that I wish. I wish I could listen to myself as other people listen to me.
Yeah, because you don't hear yourself the same.
I definitely don't. Like, to me, I wonder what I sound like.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure that most people that I really love listening to probably hate the sound of their voice too, but I know a few that don't actually. But
You're not gonna tell
Oh, they sound so good.
yeah, no,
Oh
I'm,
my
I'm
God.
telling you, man, going through Idle, whoo. You do it this
Oh, I can imagine. Oh, my God. They knew who they were.
way. Yeah, it was. That's a different
I
night.
do miss Cycle though. I do. I wish it was still on.
Well, they have.
That's the
The
only
Boys
season
is
I
great.
ever
I
watched.
love that show.
I watched
I've
that
never seen
season.
it, but
I've
I
never
know
seen
it's a
it
big
before
deal.
that.
It is.
I
I
didn't
love
see it
it.
after it.